our group, we're discussing males and mental health in schools. So I'm discussing, my two articles are going to be focusing on like the problems within the schools that are going on that's causing mental health in boys. And then my second article is going to be covering just a bunch of statistics and what teachers can be doing better. So my first article is boys are facing key challenges in school, and it was by the American Psychological Association. It was by Zara Abrams. One of the really interesting things that this article really did a good job at is it tied how the gender gap really affects kind of mental health. Because one of the main key points she put out is that every metric level, boys are doing worse. This affects boys' mental health. And then people of color are also, so boys that are people of color are also being affected immensely by this as well. This is a huge problem that shouldn't be happening in schools. And then, so boys are at a higher risk of inattention and just acting out, because boys are associated with anger when they are, that's how their emotions come out, because of how society has been. And what teachers have normally done, according to the article, they discipline them or send them down to the principal's office instead of actually dealing with the problem. They take the time to sit down with them or even just talk with them and say, hey, it's okay, and just talk with them about their feelings. And that's what this article is really trying to get across, that teachers need to take the time to just allow the boys to experience their emotions, but allow them to understand that there's a time and place for it, and that they can show them differently instead of acting out and being forceful and angry and mad. And so the article said there's a few things that can be done. Instead of immediately disciplining, they said you can just sit with the student, talk with them, and tell them, I understand you're angry, but there's better ways to go about it. And doing that, because before teachers, I'm tying this mental health piece, if they're just immediately being disciplined for their actions, they're gonna feel like they're doing all the things wrong. When really, everyone has emotions. Everyone has emotions. Whether you're a boy, female, or whatever, you're gonna have emotions. And if you're not allowed to, if you're just getting sent out of the office for showing them, that's not gonna do well with their mental health. They're gonna feel like they're lonely. They're gonna feel like depressed. They're gonna feel like they have no point. So that was the main gist of the first article, and then we also talked just about reimagining the classroom and how things can be done in the classroom. And then my second article was by News Medical Life Sciences. It was reviewed by Lily Ramsey. This statistic really got me. It says teenage boys are 2 times more likely to die by suicide, and when they become men, that goes up to 3 times already compared to girls. That's just mind-blowing, because that explains a lot. If males are killing themselves at a higher rate than females, that's not a good thing. And this article kind of discussed, it kind of all goes back to what happens in schools. It says, the article talked about how teachers need to do a better job of just, they need to stop stigmatizing anger. They need to realize that everyone gets angry. Allow them to understand. They need to go to the student and say, you can feel how you want to feel. Both of the articles are saying the same sort of thing, but this one highlights more of just teachers need to speak positively instead of just like being upset with the kids acting out. They can't just go up to them saying you're doing this wrong, you're getting sent down to the office. They need to have a positive approach to it, because otherwise the students are gonna, again, feel like they're worthless and doing all these things wrong. And really, we all do these things at some point. We all get mad, we all get angry, we all act out. And another thing they addressed in the article is it's not a problem of encouraging a boy to talk, but it's about them listening. So they just need to listen and just realize that they're, let me get my thoughts straight. They're allowed to express their emotions. They just need to listen to what their body's saying. They can't. Teachers, it's been a societal thing that boys need to hold in their emotions and always not let them out, and that's caused a lot of mental health issues. So to conclude, teachers need to really care about their students and realize there might be times when they outbreak, but teachers need to reevaluate how they deal with these situations instead of just sending them out or just shaming them for how they're acting. Because in reality, we all need to express our emotions and we need to feel supported in the classroom. And that's what a lot of boys need in school. Alright, so I have 2 questions. So for my first article, how do you plan to support boys with their mental health in the classroom?
Not just by like if they are acting like out of control or whatever, like not just sending them to the office right away, kind of like maybe, I don't know, just like talking them through like how they're feeling and